Greetings, YouTube. I'd say happy Thursday normally, right? But see, I just got out of class and I checked the Line app, and my inbox, which had just been cleared this morning, was full of a couple hundred new messages. And I thought to myself, okay, the new Elsa featured crystals came out, so it's probably just a bunch of people sending me hopefully some luck in those crystals. And there were a few people that sent me screenshots for sure, but the majority were not them. They did send me a screenshot, but it was of this. Actually, it was one of two things, either this or a loading screen for Marvel Realm of Champions, which looks like a true sibling of Marvel Contest of Champions, even by the way that the logo appears. Like, look at this. State of the Battle Realm, and then Realm of Champions. And so we have this new realm. By the way, Asan, shout out to him. He sent this along. But I've kind of been going through a little bit of an emotional backstory because just to give you an idea, I have people like really strangely lately have been like, Prof, what are you going to do on YouTube after Marvel Contest of Champions is dead? And honestly, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll stay on YouTube, hopefully, but it's just my favorite full-time hobby. It's not the way that I make a living. That's part of the reason why I can get away with making, I don't know, mostly 4 to 5 minute videos and still instead of 10 to 15 minute. But I do it for fun. It's not about the money. It's about the community. And you all are amazing and have really made me feel welcome for the most part in this awesome community. So there's also this question that people have been asking with the screenshot, which is Marvel Contest of Champions going to die? Like, is this the beginning of the end? What the heck is the Realm of Champions? Well, I don't think the Realm of Champions from this initial screenshot could sustain the kind of new champions needed to make it through multiple years of the game, unless they were just going to either make up new champions every month or bring in a lot of the champions that are in Marvel Contest of Champions to the Realm of Champions. But to me, this infographic implies that it's the same shared universe and that there's just kind of a new center of it. Maybe this will be the future of Act 6 and maybe Act 7. I don't know. I would imagine that since the MCU has plans for the next 10 years, that Marvel Contest of Champions, which as we know mirrors the MCU, is going to make plans right along with it. I mean, I've been playing this game for 4 years, almost since its inception, and that is a very long time. That's a full presidential term. That's if you graduate on time, a high school from freshman to senior year, college from freshman to senior year. It's a good chunk of time. But I would like to think that this isn't just Kabam's way of saying we're going to ditch Marvel Contest of Champions altogether. Part of me hopes this is like an expansion pack conversation where if we have to download a secondary app, that you can somehow transfer your progress from Marvel Contest of Champions to Marvel Realm of Champions. I don't know. I'm sure there might be some people at New York City Comic Con right now who have this information. It's really strange PR to have this game that we love so much called Marvel Contest of Champions, and then the first day that everybody's in New York City celebrating it and trying their best in it to announce like a new game or a different game or an expansion to the original game. And I'm just going off of what people have sent me. I'm not trying to say that any of this is like for sure fact-based and that there's definitely going to be a sequel to it or that it's separated from the game. I don't know. I just have what has been released, and that is what is in front of you. I do think that for a multi-million-dollar company to stay profitable, they always have to think ahead. And so it's only natural that they're starting to plan other games and starting to plan other spin-offs in the Marvel Contest of Champions universe. It kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones on HBO. For a good chunk of time, right? Like, 7, 8 years, they had people pay a lot of money to get an HBO subscription. But the fear was once Game of Thrones settled down, people would just cancel their HBO, and a lot of people did. And so they have to come out with new content to keep people wanting to pay that subscription service fee. It's also interesting because we're hearing this at the same time that Kabam very recently just put out the monthly subscription service for Marvel Contest of Champions. So I just think it's very premature for people to say things like, this is definitely the end of Marvel Contest of Champions. I don't think that's what this graphic implies at all. I think it's just an expanded universe. Who knows where this is going to go? But the way that they've set up the game, particularly with the slow, painfully slow at times, evolution of trying to progress in 6 stars. Keep in mind, we have not seen 6-star Awakening gems yet. We have not seen anyone who has enough material, at least to my knowledge, to take a 6-star even to rank 3. And so there's a lot of progression left in Marvel Contest of Champions. It's not like they've just run out of characters. In fact, they're making up new characters, right? And we know that they've already told us in the past few weeks their plan for the next 6 months, which is a lot different than saying, hey, we're going bankrupt or we're shutting down this game so we can make a new one. So, take a deep breath. But at the same time, this is fascinating and intriguing because it's unlike anything we have seen before, particularly because it's using the same style of logo to introduce an entire new concept, which might be a multiverse of this current concept. And at the same time, it is directly connected. Let's just follow this line, right, to the Fantastic Four. So the theory is that this Fantastic Four event, which is an entire year event where we've been celebrating the Fantastic Four being introduced into Marvel Contest of Champions for the 4-year anniversary, which is this year, is going to lead directly into this, which I guess would be year 5. So I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm sure there are, knowing this community especially, so many conspiracy theories regarding everything from the motivation behind this to new champions to the purpose, etc. I am simply a messenger trying to explain some theories that have been thrown my way behind the scenes on the Line app. And keep in mind, I haven't even had time to respond to everybody, so there's probably a lot more of this screenshot in my inbox right now that I haven't even been able to get to. But at the same time, I'm going to do my best to address this video and try as I can in most situations to keep it under 10 minutes. In fact, it is under 8 minutes right now, which tells me probably a good time to wrap up. So comment below and let me know your thoughts. And I'm not saying I'm getting off of YouTube if Marvel Contest of Champions is over. I just simply, I don't know. I never expected to have an MCOC channel. It started as sort of like a joke, and now it's my favorite hobby every day. You just never know. But I really do appreciate the support and the positive feedback that people give me for the most part. All right, have a good day, YouTube. And if you're in New York City Comic-Con watching this, hey, have fun in New York. Pull a full Peter Parker and, swing around if you can.